Hey, this is Dan Dakich. Every week we're going to do a couple minute segment on just something in sports that's bothering me. I'll tell you what's bothering me right now, or maybe we're happy about, but what's bothering me is the Colts play. I have never seen such a mealy-mouthed team in professional football as the Colts. Like, you can say, well, Dan, they're tougher than you. Of course they are. They're NFL football players. But name me another team that loses a game and says after the game, hey, man, we played real hard in the second half. I've never heard of that in the NFL. I've heard that in Little League. I've heard of that in youth football. I've actually heard that in college, but I've never heard that out of an NFL team where it's week to week to week to week to week, 16 games, and the idea is to win. That's number one. Number two, and I love Pat McAfee, but why is the punter doing all the talking? Is there any other city in America where they can even name their punter? The best player, the best talker, the guy with the most intensity, best teammate is Pat McAfee. Look, it's great to get a bunch of quiet guys, but quiet doesn't win. Quiet doesn't win at point guard in basketball. Quiet doesn't win at quarterback. Quiet doesn't win anywhere in sports. Look at the World Series, man. You got two teams that are jumping around, that are excited. Quiet doesn't get it done. It's going to be interesting to see where the Colts go from here, because as we sit here right now on Wednesday, it's a mess. They can talk about playing. They can talk about building a monster. They can talk whatever they want to talk, but until you see some real fire, until you see some real energy, until you see some real toughness, and more important than that, a 60-minute effort, this team's going nowhere. Last thing, people are kind of convinced, and maybe rightfully so, that they're just going to walk through the AFC South. Does anybody pay attention to what happened against Jacksonville? Jacksonville makes one of 3 field goals. Colts go home. Well, don't go home. They lose at home to a team that's arguably as bad as there is in the NFL. Guess what else Jacksonville did? Jacksonville went on the road in London and beat the Bills, a team the Colts couldn't even begin to handle. Don't be so sure about that AFC South division based on right now how the Colts are playing. They got to get some toughness to them. They got to get some energy to them. And they got to get some leadership to them. And they're going to have a hell of a test on Monday night. I can't wait to watch it.